It's back, bro. It's gonna go off the fucking. You need to stop thinking about pushing it back. It's gonna go off the fucking thing. We're back.
Hi.
Welcome
How are
to
you?
Get Keen.
Are we still live, or what are these people like rock up?
No.
They're like, oh, bro, they're gonna start at 6. We're gonna miss them.
We're here.
It's like, you know how you go.
This is just we're just warming up. This is where we talk.
Yeah, you know how you go for like when you chuck ad, the ads come on,
Yeah.
and you have to like run, make food, go to the bathroom before the show goes back on.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, quick, it's coming back on. You're like running, sprinting to watch it.
We want to make sure everyone gets the popcorn.
Yeah, I know. So you still got a minute to get popcorn, bro. You missed out on your 2-minute noodle chance.
Get some fucking popcorn into you. This channel's going places. This channel's going to. We're gonna be on Radio Talk. We're gonna be radio hosts.
We already have.
Yeah, we are. But as in we're gonna have our own channel.
We have one, bro.
Yeah.
We got it all, bro.
And then
we got the coffee as well.
And then we're gonna have some. We're gonna have people of all walks of life on our channels.
Yeah, hell yeah. How long are we going?
We won't no, but what I want to say to the people, anyone that watches,
bro, that hasn't even started yet. You're gonna give them this ultra big message.
Yeah, but when the people watch again, there's gonna be people that come back and watch this. So
yeah, come on,
stop it. Shut the fuck
don't
up.
Don't dog the people, right?
So,
they want to rock up on time.
I want. Okay.
They're probably waiting.
But all I want to say is a quick message, though. I just want to say about the why. We're never going to deviate from the why we're doing this, which is to help people. I don't know. I feel like a lot of coaches and a lot of content out there just deviate from what they're actually doing, and then they just rehash the same old material. I understand it's business, but if we ever deviate from that, make sure you hold us, say, we're going to hold ourselves accountable, but make sure you hold us accountable.
Oh, not rehashing the same stuff.
Yeah, you can rehash the same stuff. That's natural because other people are going to want to see your stuff, and you need to. It's like someone that creates music. They're gonna play their song again and again because people love it.
Yeah,
and they want to see you perform it again and again. And I understand that we might get to that stage one point in our careers or in the future. But I'm not going to keep going on about things that people should already know, basic things.
Yeah.
So it's just I feel like I'm cheating. I feel like I'm cheating people, and I don't want to I want to come up with new ways to help people and, continue to improve society.
Hell yeah.
Sort of one step at a time.
Yeah, we'll try and do that.
I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I just love originality and staying true to yourself. That's it.
It's hard, though, because then you can stay in the same subgenre of Red Pill.
Anyway, that was my little message. I just want to stick to authenticity, and that's it.
Stay real out here. But I think a lot of people are real out here, but,
We haven't started yet. 6:01. We're 1 minute late. All right, we're here. We're back.
We've been here for 2 minutes, man. We got a like already. Shout out to the boys.
You should have told me.
Shout out to the Brotherhood, man.
I was already getting into it.
Or the sisterhood.
Anyway, we're here. Right, so welcome, Andrew. Welcome, Andrew.
Cheers, bro. Welcome. And welcome to people at home.
Yeah, welcome to everyone that's going to watch.
Yes, broadcasting in. Today we're going to talk about. I don't know if we just jump straight into it, or should we kick it for 5-10 minutes?
Kick it for
let the group come together. Yeah,
let the people get in here.
I'm the right one.
Was that? Yeah, he sent us a message. I asked him to send us a message on Instagram, just to talk about. He sent the comment about raising the barn together and helping each other out and building, building businesses together. So I said, chuck in a message because it's always good to have connections, and it's always good to, I don't know.
What do you say, bro?
No, I haven't seen the message yet. He just said, I sent you a message. He's like, cheers, Mr. Right One.
Cheers,
it's good.
We'll suss in a little bit. Right now, got to give the people what they want.
So I just want to talk about a little bit about what we're doing in our other videos. So our other videos are
throughout the week.
They're
coming out, or the ones that we did?
No, the other videos that we're doing, our style. So our other style is going to be breakdown of just recent articles. They could be peer-reviewed articles or just, journalist articles online. And we're going to break down our, ideologies, what we think, and apply them to these articles, and just, tell you guys what we think, and then hopefully you guys can comment, and we can all come to one opinion.
Yeah. We'll pretty much break it down from the Red Pill perspective, kind of like the Better Bachelors and that, but we're going from the almost radio perspective because there's two of us, so we're just gonna bounce off each other, and then if we disagree, we might have a disagreement within ourselves based on the article as well. So that could be tensions could arise.
I won't. Yeah, we won't walk out of the room or beta like when one of us isn't right. But we want to come to some sort of an agreement in a way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just reassess them, and then maybe even videos in the future.
Yeah, they might be a bit long.
fun.
They might be a bit long because we're going to read through the article, but bringing you those news articles and those videos hopefully can open your eyes and help you self-improve as well. We're not doing it we're doing it so we can learn, but we're doing it also for you guys to learn, because not everyone can go out and research all these articles and have all these know what to look for. So we're out there bringing all this article and all this content to you. We're helping those people get their message out, but also provide our perspective on it and our opinion. So
yeah, we're going to try and do it from a sociology perspective of going forward.
Definitely.
As in what's going to happen with these movements, such as the feminist movement, the LBGT, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know, too red pill where it's like too
woke,
abstract.
Yeah.
Where it's like, all right, we're going in there. It's still trying to help the boys, trying to help.
Yeah.
Anyone
at the end of the day, we don't want to be attacking anyone. We want everyone to have a just sort of. We want to respect everyone's opinions.
Yeah.
And help the individual.
Come from a logical perspective,
Yeah, definitely. But good discussions don't tread lightly on feelings. True.
But we don't get cancelled.
Yeah. Demonetized.
We're not even making money.
Yeah, no, we won't. We're not going to sell out just so we can conform to.
No, I don't sell out. Yeah, like we'll still talk real. Like it's all based on logic. We're not going to be act like if we say like trans women aren't real women. A lot of people say that as if like, oh, what the hell? It's like transphobic, but that's just reality.
Yeah.
But we're not going to try and.
We're not
going to try and hurt people.
Yeah.
But we're also not going to try and act like logic and fact science doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Helpful topics.
Hell yeah, helpful. No, but that's help the brothers.
Yeah, you said that really well. We're not. We're going to state what's logical, but yeah, we're not going to.
We're not going to shill out.
We're not going to harp on something that's just ultimately ends up being bullying. Like we're not here to be bullies. We're just here to state facts, and that's it.
Or almost like anti-intelligence.
Yeah.
A lot of people these days have anti-intelligence with the old. Oh, how can you tell? I'm not fit by the way I look. It's like you're 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And you're 5 foot. Yeah. I think I can tell you're not fit.
Yeah. You got to learn anthropometric, measures and BMI, understand all those things.
But, they're just lying to themselves.
That's right. You can't lie to yourself.
You can't lie to yourself. Only to other people.
I think that's the number one thing. Don't lie to yourself. But people spend their whole lives lying to themselves, and then they realize why their relationships don't work. And then, once they open themselves up to their insecurities and they grow from their insecurities, they realize, now I can go into a relationship and actually commit 100%, and I'm okay with myself, so I can be okay with them as well. So
true that. He's preaching out here early. So we don't have many viewers. That's right.
Anyway, so
we're gonna go into our topics. Cars? Yeah.
All right. Number one.
Man, this could take 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Go. Number one.
All right. Can you be too cold
in
a relationship? Also, if you have rotation as well, but this is more considered relationship because that's like a higher level of, it's higher level at that point. In the rotation, you can be colder and you can have that more of a masculine frame. You can't be like, you can have more masculine frame because it doesn't matter if they leave type thing. But if you're trying to keep a girl around or whatever, you've already been with them for a while, that you've been cold for so long,
being too cold
that they're gonna detach at that point where it's like there's no point. But you've already invested time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, being too cold. I'm on the side that being too cold can be detrimental. Yeah. Being cold when you're single works in your favor most of the times. No, stable. Yeah. No. Anyway, so being cold most of the time works against you in a relationship. Stay focused, bro. Stay focused.
Yeah, no,
doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. That won't fuck up. But yeah, for me, being in relationships, I've always been really cold in relationships, and even when I'm being warm. Yeah, 110%. So this is what I've realized in the last couple of years for myself is that when I'm being cold, I'm probably being 20%, 30% more cold than the normal person that's being cold, the normal guy that's usually cold. And then when I'm trying to be warm and trying to be sort of affectionate with the girl, I'm probably being still cold. I'm probably being
still 20% behind.
Yeah, I'm still much colder than the normal guy. So what I've had to do over my period of time is to keep a girl around or to keep her, because girls are crazy. So
they are crazy.
So to keep her around, I've had to understand how to reward good behavior or how to not to be affectionate. And it's been hard over my time because sometimes you feel like you're being inauthentic.
If you're being too cold.
So when you are being too cold and then they get upset that you're being too cold, but you don't actually think you're being too cold, you think you're showing support and affection.
Yeah.
But you're stuck in this cycle of just being extremely cold and then being just cold in general. You know, there's two levels. So there's cold and then there's ice cold and then there's cold.
Ice and just normal cold.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been having to deal with, why can't I just be affectionate and just, why do I have to be cold all the time? But it's just something that when I was younger.
Something you have to deal with, I guess. It's like the balance of hot and cold. If you have a solid balance.
Yeah. When I was growing up, I was always like the class clown. So I was like, I think it's just effective tactics, but could be overdone. Yeah. Well, so as I was growing up, I was someone that was like, I was overly searching for attention and validation from not only women, just from people in general. So I'd, be the class clown or, try to make jokes just to get people to laugh so it'd make me feel good. And then once I learned all the red pill ideologies, I went the opposite way. And now I'm thinking, I don't even know that I'm doing it, but I'm just trying to be too cold. And so I'm applying these ideologies extreme to the extreme. So I've learned now over time that I need to strip this back like a little bit and realize that when I compliment them or I provide affection to them, that it's not being beta. It's betas are like you said the other day. What'd you say?
Well, like if you say, "Oh, I love you, I miss you."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, I'm so." Like, say you're fighting a girl, or whatever, because you mean too cold, and then she's like, "What the hell?" And then you have to try and win her affection back, but then you don't want to do it in a beta way because you think reaching out will be too badass. So if you're like, "Oh," a real like a beta guy would be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I hope you forgive me."
Yeah.
Here's like $1 million flowers, $1,000.
Yeah.
All this stuff.
Yeah.
But then if we're coming from like the masculine frame perspective and the cold ideology, us just reaching out and saying, "Oh, I haven't seen you for a while, like I miss hanging out with you or whatever."
Yeah.
Then she'll be keen.
Yeah.
But if doing that, you feel like you're becoming a beta because you're reaching out to them, kind of validating them. But at the end of the day, you have to give them a little something. You have to feed them scraps.
Yep.
Or else they're just going to lose interest. Kind of like if a chick has daddy issues or whatever and she was never loved, she's going to seek that love somewhere else. Yeah. So if you don't give her any love, then she starts seeking it somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I was being too extreme. I was being extremely cold. So it's like they're searching for someone that will provide them with just that little bit of affection.
A little bit of warmth, bro. They're freezing out there.
Yeah, so it's good to play the game of being cold and not do it. You don't need to do it purposely, but you've got to understand that you've got to show some affection in some way. Especially if they're girls from good cultures and they've grown up with a lot of love and support from a man and a woman, a dad and a mother, father and a mother. Sorry.
Yeah.
They've had a good raising, a good culture growing up, whereas the Western cultures, they're pretty fucked up.
Oh, somewhat. I mean, Western cultures are men and dad and mums raising. No,
just the Western cultures compared to like we always say, international women, South American women. They seem most of them that we've met are more down to earth. So, but yeah, Mr. Right One, 110%. I know
we need to ask an old man that is still married.
I think we might
get Mr. Right One on the damn show.
Yeah. So do you know what? We might actually search for someone that's been married for maybe
60 years. Man.
60 years. That actually might be a good thing to have on our show. We interview him.
That could be fresh. I'm like, how is it? She's still keen.
I'm writing that down on my notes.
Yeah, write it down. Bro.
Thanks, Mr. Right. Thanks.
Cheers, bro. Cheers.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, good. Have you done it red?
All right, if she lets you down, you need a different level of control.
That's true. But we'll still continue on this topic.
Cold, yeah.
So cold and hot, yeah?
Cold and hot.
So you can be too cold. Some religious. Hell yeah. But so I reckon if you can give them like the different balance of like ultra cold, freezing cold and hot.
Yep.
Because girls are crazy, so they can't activate on they can't be active on neutral because then they'll get too bored.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's so emotional.
Yeah.
So if you keep switching it up between hot and cold, they're gonna love the hot, not where you're full beta and you're like sucking up to it.
They're gonna love the comfort, the warmth,
the way you make them feel.
Yeah,
like you're the man.
Yeah,
like you're the king. They look at you like you're the best that they can get or whatever.
Yeah,
and there's the ultra cold where you just like give them nothing and you're just kind of angry at them. And if they do something wrong, you give them that cold treatment, and then they'll miss and yearn for that heat that you gave them the other day.
And that's what I think. A lot of the girls that I've been with, they would have yearned for that warmth, but I don't give them any warmth. So then it's just all cold.
Yeah, bro.
So
that's tough, man.
So you got
to just seek somewhere else, bro.
That's right. That's right.
You're freezing them, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Put them in the freezer for a couple of hours.
Do you think having the perfect balance sends them, like, makes them crazy for you? Is that what?
I think so. I think because girls are crazy. I think I don't know how to do it because I'm not purple master.
Not yet. We're on the road. We're on the road.
It's a new what do you call
that's
it?
The thing.
What's that thing where it's like a new journey?
That's the thing. Do you know what? Hey, I'll just be honest. Like we're gonna say it. Good, warm, cold. Yeah.
Yeah, but the girls are too crazy, bro. Even warm, they'll be like looking for cold and hot.
Yeah, that's right. But do you know what? I'm going to be totally honest with you, our viewers. We're not preaching like we know. So there's all these coaches.
Like, fuck you.
No, that's right. There's all these coaches out there that pretend like they have to maintain a certain frame and show that they know a certain amount. They know everything. No, I'm just talking about they need to hold a certain frame when they're presenting and act on these topics like they know everything.
Yeah.
When really they don't know everything either. Like they're all on a journey to get better. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We shouldn't act like we know. It's not like we're 70 years old that have been through, we haven't had 50 years of experience.
Yes, we're still on a quest, bro. We're still on a journey.
And it's harder said than done. So we speak about all this, and then when you're actually in the situation, you actually need to be speaking to other people, so then you can actually be aware of what you're doing. Because if you're in a relationship and you're being too warm, then you don't realize that you get into a rut of being too warm, and then you just keep being warm. It's all comfortable and cozy, and then all of a sudden, that's when things fuck up, because now you're just in this rut of being warm and just being loving and caring and supporting when they need a bit of coldness every now and then, like we've just been saying.
Yeah.
So you've got to understand that it's all a journey, and you're going to learn whilst in the game. So whilst dating, whilst in a relationship.
Yeah, it's hard to get that balance.
And you can't expect to know everything on the spot. Like when something happens, a situation occurs, you can't act perfectly. So don't go out there trying to fucking act perfectly and act like you know everything, because women will hold you up. Women will hold you like accountable for whatever you do. Like if you do something, so it's going to be, how you do it. Maybe warm is just doing some chores or something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true.
I don't even complain about doing chores. Like if you have breakfast, you cook dinner. If they've cooked dinner the whole week, I just get up and start cleaning. That's what a man should do. Just don't even think about it. It shouldn't even be a thought in your head. You should just do it.
Yeah, I know.
You shouldn't be thinking, if I do it, then she's gonna think that I'm a beta, or I've got to be a man and not do it. If you're not fucking if you're not on your purpose or your grind, or you're not doing something, then go and do it. Or if she says, why aren't you doing the dishes? You say, okay, I'll do the dishes or the chores. Just let me finish this and then I'll get to it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, bro. I know what you're saying. It's easy just to do those little things, but...
Can you get some input into you?
You're talking too much, bro. You know what I mean? I can't get a word in. I'm trying to get a word in.
You got to
fucking over me.
Because it doesn't seem like you got anything to say, bro.
I'm waiting for you to finish.
Go, talk.
All right, bro. I was trying to get to that point.
All right.
It's hot and cold for you.
All right, go.
But now I can't remember. All right, let me think. Let me damn think. I was going to go way off topic about talking about a quest and that.
Anyway.
Like on our journey with the quest.
Yeah.
Come purple and like not a lot of the guys that are on the manosphere are the purple pill or preach purple pill.
Yep.
So we're still learning. And then the guys that are red pill, they won't really be able to tell you because they're in the red pill journey where they're not really even like, say, if they just teach red pill ideologies, that might not work in a purple relationship that's been going on for a year or whatever.
Yeah.
Like theirs is like a short term, be cold, and then the girl's gonna get sick of you and leave after like 3 months.
Exactly.
So you're not gonna keep a girl with that strategy. So the purple pill, you have to almost bring out the warmness, which is like the heat.
If you can master, like this is what I've always thought, like what you're saying, to add to you what you're saying, if you've mastered it for a long period of time in a relationship, that means that you've already mastered it on a short term basis.
Yeah.
So if you can master it long term,
yes,
you're pretty much
it's like the same as
you're the master.
Because when you're cold, you're giving the cold treatment.
Yeah.
You're really just punishing them. But obviously we can't punish them by we can't hit them or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
But we just take away the time that they get with us, and that's their punishment.
That's right. Yeah.
But that's taken there from going from the hot, which is like them loving us, to their freezer,
Go back.
and then they want to go back to the warm, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the ice, bro. That's the ice tactic.
Got to step back. Otherwise, the mic.
How's the mic levels, boys?
Yeah. Maybe tell us, is the sound okay? Because
because we play it back and then it just sounds like dodgy.
We play it back and it's fucked up. Maybe they feel bad, so they respond to
They do. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, keep going. The last point you were making about Purple Pill. Sorry, I cut you off, and because you're talking too close to the mic.
I was talking about how you take away their time, so you put them in the ice treatment, which is the cold treatment.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be yearned for that because they'll remember the heater, bro.
Yeah.
So then obviously they're going to try and get that time back.
Yeah.
Because that's where they're going to be in most pain. Because
it's essentially just a pullback.
Yeah, pretty much a pullback. But that's why, you know, in that movie, what is it? American History X? American History X?
No.
Oh, it's like Edward Norton. And they're there in the prison. The guy's like, oh yeah, just when you see a girl don't have a fight with her before she leaves.
Okay.
Like, you know, they visit the prisons.
Yeah.
Just like leave her floating.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing of like you have her in the hot and she's floating.
Yeah.
But then when you ice her, she'll like kind of yearn for you. But you can do that on the outside, but you can't do it obviously in the inside.
Yeah.
She'll just find another guy.
Yeah.
If you leave on the cold, then they're going to look for another guy. But so you don't want to leave him in the cold for too long.
That's right, and that's what going back to my experiences.
Yeah,
because I feel okay talking about my experiences. Is that I've always left him in the cold, and then when I try to show the warmth, it's still cold.
Yeah.
So it's not. There's no different. I'm not
frozen them, bro.
I've frozen them, bro. They're like Austin Powers, bro. It's like 30 years.
30 years frozen.
30 years frozen. So I've got to realize that. I've got to realize, and men have got to realize going forward with my experience, and you'll probably hear it from other guys, is that you need to know when to be cold and then know actually how to turn on the warmth.
Yeah, and don't be scared to turn on the warm. You know, don't be scared to like show them a good time.
Yes.
Like they say, give them a good time, but everyone in the not everyone in the Red Pill Ministry, but people got try and be too masculine and be like, oh no, we don't care about the girls, we don't care, we treat them like whatever.
Yeah,
and then like being masculine frame, but it's like you still kind of have to have beta tendencies.
Yeah, you do. What I mean?
To make them feel loved.
I wouldn't even say beta tendencies.
I would
say
tendencies,
humane tendencies. Like you need to have human emotion. Like you need to understand that like they desire, like they need a connection in a physical and an emotional sense. Like you can do it in a masculine way. You don't need to do it by just saying all these words.
Yeah, you don't even get them like all these gifts. Like gifts aren't anything really. It's more because once you cold ice them, you're really just taking your time away, which is what you give that to them, which puts you in the alpha mindset in their minds.
Yeah, and
rather than the beta male provider mindset.
And I totally believe if girls if you don't give them too many gifts anyway, like if they don't ask for anything and they're not a girl that wants more and more and more, and their expectations aren't fucking crazy like some other girls, I think they honestly deserve some reward because they're not walking around going, I need this, I need that, look at what my friends have got, look at what they come from a good culture, like I say, where they just want to be by your side and be supportive. So if they're by your side and they're being supportive and they're doing what you need them to do, then you should be doing what they need you to do, which is just give them a little bit of your time and your affection, your emotional affection. Yeah. I don't know. We might come across as fucking beta.
Yeah, we might be the beta male providers.
But I think
the ultimate beta males.
No, but I think
that was the Beta Male podcast, episode 4.
But I think we're trying to head in a direction where I think Red Pill is going to be way too. It's going to teach men to be like what I was at some point, which is way too cold.
Yeah,
and it's not going to lead them to having good experiences with women, at least not long term. It's going to
be able to manage the red pill.
The rotations will be easy.
Yeah.
100%. You could ask women too, but they should reach out to a conservative. Yeah, we
should make a video talking about how to keep your man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but dude, if you make how to keep your man, like because girls they can get guys easy.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't keep guys really. I mean, it's harder for them to keep guys than it is for guys to keep girls.
Yeah,
but if you made that. Women, we're going to teach you how to keep your man.
Yeah.
Imagine how much hate we'd get for that, like misogyny.
Yeah. Do you want?
But females can do it all day, every day.
Mr. Right One.
Females will be like, men, need to be better. Like,
We should do that. Okay, so we've got that topic as well.
yeah, it's a good topic.
We're gonna do Mr. Right One. Do you want that one? What do you want?
How are you?
What do you think?
He's our boy.
You're a boy because
He gets it. He gets it, bro. But dude,
let's
that'd
do
be
it.
an alright topic. Yeah.
Let's do it. Yes, done. Let's do
Yes,
it.
yeah.
We're gonna do a video on how to keep your man.
How to keep your man.
Maybe we might
And
even
that's
do,
the
you know-
guys do it. Yeah.
Do you know what? We'll do it in next. We're gonna do it in the live stream. Next live stream, we'll make the main topic will be how to keep your man.
Yeah, we can't like 5 ways or 6
Yeah,
ways.
but yeah, we'll have go away and think about it a little bit.
But are we weird though?
What?
Oh yeah.
No,
then they could show their live
no.
stream to their girlfriends or whatever. in the
No,
rotation.
live stream. Anyone they listen to women that have no clue.
Yeah, I know. Women telling other women how to keep men happy,
Yeah,
even though they don't ask the guys.
Exactly.
It's just like
so
that makes sense.
So what we'll do is we'll make a video on how to keep your man, and anyone can. Obviously, the live chat will be all men are welcome to have their input, and we'll come up with,
Some ways.
the ways.
to help out the sisterhood, so they
Yeah.
can help out the brotherhood.
I mean, we already know what we want in a woman, but we'll talk about it with everyone. So
yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it's the best for us to do it because it's like we're guys,
definitely. So
It's like saying what a girl wants. It's like we make a video saying, how to keep a girl happy. But you can't keep a girl happy, bro. Because they're always expecting more. You can only keep them rattled in that zone. I reckon the best way to keep a girl where they're not going to cheat on you or whatever is somewhere in between the hot and cold, balanced or whatever.
Yeah.
But like they don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
Like they don't know what's happening.
Yeah. And if you don't, if you don't control that tug of war, like the control between hot and cold.
It's like it's like a seesaw.
Yeah.
But like it's going really fast, so they don't know if they're gonna fall off the seesaw.
Yeah.
It's like that. So then they kind of want to hold on.
Well, and if you don't control this, if you don't control that,
Yeah, you gotta
then
control it.
and they take control of that. That's when.
Oh, that's it, bro. Finished.
Well, yeah,
Game's over.
that's the thing. Then you don't know. That's when you start to see mood swings, and you start to see,
Shit test.
Yeah, shit tests, and they just start to like
Act out. Yeah,
act out, and it's just, and that's when
they even start looking for more options as well.
and that's when guys start to get sort of stressed because they start to think, I don't need this in my life. When
that's the crazy thing.
So if they had have sort of set the tone from the beginning of the relationship, then it would have been okay.
Yeah, but it's so hard to tell guys that because it's like based on misogyny, but it isn't. But it's proclaimed as misogyny because everything that's anti-women or just like telling women how to help them is like us mansplaining to them.
If all guys just understand that we are logical creatures more so than emotional compared to women, then they should know naturally we should be the person that sets the tone from the start. If the tone of the relationship is run by the woman, then it's going to be scattered. It's like, you need not all women are completely just emotional train wrecks. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they're just naturally more inclined to deviate from something due to their emotional thoughts. Yeah. So we need to go, okay, we're going down this pathway. Oh, but we should go this pathway. Well, no, think about it. Is that really the right way we should be going? And then they go, oh, probably not. Or they'll ask you 10 questions and then you'll be like, they're asking you what to do.
Yeah, it's like when you ask a girl, what do you want for dinner?
Yeah, you don't ask them. Like,
they don't know, bro.
They don't know.
They're still thinking about it.
Exactly. So
2 years later.
Exactly. And generally when you make the decision, then they'll say, oh, but I want this.
Yeah.
So, but then you stick to what your decision is. So
just guide them, bro, and say,
but you get those little shit tests with like not shit test, I wouldn't call it. You get those examples where you're in the shopping center. Oh, should we get this? Like they'll just ask you about something simple, like what should we get? Should we get this? And if you say, oh, like you put a question back onto them, you should be making the decision. They've already asked you the question.
Yeah,
they're showing respect by asking you the question. So,
Strong was talking about orbiters online are a huge problem.
Oh my god,
orbiters,
this is a big one.
Orbiters are just getting ultra close to the Earth's atmosphere right now.
Yeah,
because of social media.
No, and it's getting out of control, Mr. Right One, because I believe that with cheating and how it's increasing now, just with cheating, I believe that orbiters. I really think it's a cockblock. I really think from the tone of your relationship, all men should state they don't appreciate you speaking to a man at all. You shouldn't be speaking to any orbiters. Women shouldn't be speaking to any orbiters. If they're a work colleague, yes, speak to them. If they're someone that they've known since they were young, that's totally
might
fine.
come across as like insecure.
Yes, of course it will, but the point is though, if they're speaking to like a work colleague and it's like 12 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night, no, but like when do you
red flag?
No,
more red flags in the Chinese parade.
Okay, no, okay. This is one. I'm going hard in this. This is one where you either make it clear to them or you don't, or you're just a fucking beta. Because if you don't make it clear to them, then they'll start to, no matter who they are, I don't care what girl it is, they don't even realize, they won't even classify it as flirting. If a guy's trying to flirt and trying to make like sexual, innuendos, they're going to be like, oh, no, it's not. But they definitely know that it's a sexual innuendo. So you've got to state from the start that you don't appreciate any guy orbiting around your girl, and say, either I don't want to be shown it or spoken to about it. And if I see it, then I'm not going to tolerate it.
Yeah, it's disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
Especially if it's too many times. Like if it's like based on work.
Definitely.
Yeah, sweat.
Definitely.
Or it's maybe they've known for someone for ages or whatever, like long
That's
friend.
right, yeah.
But if someone that's kind of like, they're hitting, like texting him more than you.
Yeah, exactly. And if this is the number one thing, if they can't speak to you about certain things,
they're telling the guy,
and they're telling the other guy, then that's one red flag. They should be telling you,
because they're already building the emotional connection.
Yes.
Every text is another connection.
I can rely on him to talk about this. I can rely on him to talk about this. And then when they come to you, they can't. Depends on their job. Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying, Mr. Owen,
outside of a job,
don't be talking to that guy at 11 o'clock at night, texting while you're in bed. You're reading a book, and she's texting some guy for work. And it's like, when do you finish work? 6 p.m. It's like, what are you doing?
I remember I was talking about. Did you show me the Bill Burr thing when he was talking about this personal trainer? He was running like shops, personal training, running classes.
Yeah.
And he was teaching the husband and the wife.
Yeah.
And he's like randomly texting the wife at like pretty much 11 o'clock at night, the PT.
Yeah.
I'm emailing her. And it's like, and then he cracked it on the guy. And
yeah.
Pretty much.
No, I mean, my advice to anyone that watches this would be, if they say to you, they start speaking to you about a guy, Jimmy's speaking to me now, he told me this. You just say, who's Jimmy and why are you speaking to him like right now? You don't even need it. It doesn't even sound insecure. You're asking the question straight up because she's speaking about him.
Mm.
You just say, why are you speaking to someone at 11 o'clock at night? Oh, he just texted me to say how I was. It's just an Instagram friend. It's like,
yeah, I know.
They don't realize it. Girls don't realize it. They get like thousands and thousands of
validation as well.
Yeah, exactly.
They're trying to get that non-sexual attention as well and use them for non-sexual attention.
But
it is disrespectful if it goes too far.
But you can't, like, I understand and other people will say this, but man, you can't, you can't be insecure. You got to sort of like not care about, because orbiters are always going to be there.
Mm.
I'm talking, if we're out and she's talking to a guy, I'm not going to get insecure. But if she's touching him and flirting with him whilst I'm there and looking and in front of him, you have to raise that. You have to be man enough to step up and say, that's, I don't appreciate that. Not there, but if she's acting, because
you have to do that to set your kind of authority, not authority, but your self-respect in yourself to say, I'm not going to tolerate it and I'll leave.
And
you don't need
it's disrespectful to you. It's not, we're not claiming her. We don't want to claim her and say that's my piece of property, but we're saying that what you're doing is disrespecting me. So it's not, do you get what I'm saying? It's not.
If she was looking, because hypergamy, you want her to be looking up to you.
Yes.
So then you're like the authority.
Yeah, exactly.
In a way.
Yeah.
So then you have to lay down the ground rules.
They're pretty much like, I don't want to compare them to children, but like they're going out and they're doing something and they're saying, oh, they're looking back at you and saying, oh, can I do this? And then you're the authority, saying that's not right. You shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah. 100%. It's still the prize,
Yeah.
Just let them know you're the prize and you're going to bounce, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
you're not saying, but
strikes.
when people say, no, let them know that you're the prize, people always go like, they think it's such a bad thing to say. We're not saying go up and say, I'm better than you and I'm this and I'm that. You're just saying, I'll leave if you're going to disrespect me like that.
Yeah. But realistically,
no, is that right?
Yeah, it's right. But like, what's wrong with thinking about the prize?
No, like what, you're going to say I'm the prize?
What, to her directly?
Yeah. You wouldn't say
Well, I don't know
that.
if
You
you
wouldn't
say
say that. That
directly.
just sounds fucking weird.
You don't say to the prize. You just let the the ambience of
That's
you
what I'm
know
saying.
that
That's
you're
what
the
I'm
top
saying.
ticket, bro.
No,
You're the
but
one that's
girls when
out here grinding.
girl-
You're the one
no,
that's
girl-
going to take him to the next level.
no girl. That's
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what girls.
That's what I mean by you're the prize. You're the one that's got the.
But that's what girls think.
Potential.
That's what girls think you're saying when you say you're the
You
prize.
don't say you're the prize to a girl. You don't go, I'm the prize. You ain't nothing. You ain't shit. How you're lucky I'm even hanging out with you right now.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
say that. You just let them.
But some guys would say that though.
And they'd fuck up, bro. They need better game, bro. They need to
Yeah.
watch and get keen on the radio.
Anyway, the point that I'm trying to
Yeah,
make
watch
is that if you see a girl, she's and acting out, she's touching a guy, and they're flirting, and they're hugging each other, and they're doing all different types of, out of bounds kind of shit. You have to raise it.
Yeah. So the orbiters, bro, they will be there, but
yeah, get used to the orbiters. They're gonna be here, but you just need to lay the foundation early and just say, I don't tolerate that shit.
yeah, bro.
So don't be scared to just lay it down, because that's what I think too many guys go. They're too scared when it happens,
Yeah,
and they don't know what to do. They freeze and they go, if I say this, I'll lose her. It's like you're not even that far into the relationship anyway.
Yeah.
So if you lose her, it's like,
Well, they might be fun, but they stuff that they balance anyway.
well, so if you're a year down the track and she starts acting out and she starts, speaking to a guy, so just say he's through Instagram and they're speaking to each other,
yeah.
and they're speaking to each other throughout the day, and you notice
Continue.
yeah,
Continue, bro.
yeah, and they're speaking throughout the day, and you sort of see her messages, but you're not looking to at her phone. You just sort of see her messages, and you see she's speaking to some guy, and you're thinking, what should I do? Should I raise it? And then she brings him up somehow.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna
Raise it up. But
Yeah, but
I'm talking about
I'm saying guys that get caught into a rut, they'll be too scared to raise it, and then they'll just keep letting it go and go and go.
Yeah, no, but that's what I was saying. Even if you're early in a relationship or later in the relationship, because feelings could change. She could fall almost out of level. Maybe she lost weight. Maybe she's looking better.
That's due to being too warm.
Yeah, she's being too warm. Bro.
No, we're being too warm.
Oh yeah.
That's why she falls out of love, because you're too warm.
Yeah, bro. So the perfect balance is maybe it's not hot. It's either really fast, hot and cold, or just ultimate. I don't know. Warm might be too balanced, bro.
No. I'm not saying. I'm just using Mr. Right One's warm. I'm just using his warm, but I'm just saying hot. I think ice, cold or hot.
Cold or hot?
Yeah, cold or hot.
What's better?
No, I'm just saying you have to balance. You have to have that cold or hot.
Yeah.
Dipping them into the hot water, into the fryer,
Yeah, bro.
and then out, into the freezer, bro.
Yeah.
So
Liquid nitrate.
how,
I suspect that they want called out.
yeah.
How do you approach that?
No. I think what you're saying.
Like,
I think what he's.
I think he's saying how do you approach talking to them and saying I don't like that?
No. I think he's saying, Mr. Right One. Are you saying that the girl wants to be called out, she's doing it on purpose to see if she'll get called out?
It's probably like a shit test.
That's what I'm saying. I think. Hang on. Let's just see.
Let's see what the man says.
Just wait for him to come
Who
back
else is in
to
the
us.
chat, man?
Yes. Yeah. No, dude. 110. Yeah, I agree. Because I think they're doing that to see what they can get away with. Obviously.
Yeah, to test your value.
Yeah.
Because if you're just letting it slide, then you kind of that means you don't have the abundance mindset. You're too scared that you're going to lose it.
I've experienced.
And then that's
I've experienced it.
that just shows that it's like the Patrice O'Neill fisherman story where it's how the guy's got a boat,
Yeah.
then he catches a fish, and then the fish is like, oh, well, you still got a boat. But he's like, yeah, but if I get rid of the boat, then I won't be a fisherman anymore, and you won't think I have the ability to catch fish.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. If they shit test you,
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh, he's too scared because he doesn't think he can still pull girls.
Yeah.
Why am I with him if you can't even tune bitches, bro?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and if you don't call them out, you'll fail that shit test. And that's what's happened with me, is that it's happened to me. I've sort of caught them, and I've said I don't tolerate that bullshit. And it's actually, I think, they don't tell you that they respect you more, or they just show it through their actions in the way in which they'll hold you, or they'll hug you, or they'll message you. They just show it through little things like that.
You have to do it, bro. I mean, I've done it a couple of times, and how many times? I've done a little bit anyway. But when I do it, she usually gets closer to me, type thing, and becomes more around me and not wild, if you will.
Yeah.
So it helps out because it lets them know, puts them in scarcity.
Yeah.
Say, if you want to, you can leave.
Yeah.
If you want to go that way, you go that way. If you want to go with the better model provider, the orbiters,
yeah,
then you can go with him. I don't mind.
Yeah,
I'll be right. And then they'll be like, no, I want to be with you. And then they'll obviously want to hang out with
and I've experienced that as well. So I agree with you. I'm just guessing I was raised by women.
Raised by women. I think, are we going to we might do also not a single mother raised video.
Well, I do have a dad. I grew up with a mum and a dad, but they were divorced. So I was raised more so by my mum. I was around my mum more. So I understand. Yeah, I definitely understand that. How I grew up watching her, how she acted with men and how emotional she was. Hey, dude, just like your granddaddy.
My granddad.
Yeah, but he's saying his grandfather was a bad.
It's different though, different forms.
What do you mean? He might be similar.
No, I'm not talking about that. I have obviously like 2 granddads.
Yeah, but we're talking.
But one was like, one was like just the best lad.
Yeah,
but he's like just really good at caring for us and lead us on the right path.
Yeah.
And without him, probably wouldn't even be where I am.
Is he more like if you had to put him into someone that someone knows, like Customato, sort of like the Mike Tyson
kind of thing? Yeah,
like
really good guardian,
principles,
he was
morals,
full alpha.
Yeah,
like funny. I was like a lad, but like full. Like he was like the kind of making all the decisions, kind of like the alpha. And then my other granddad was just tuning girls, bro.
Yeah,
he's like 80 years old, still has blonde hair. But all he cared about was getting girls. Like he'd work crazy hours or whatever. Like,
do you think they're too extremes?
Too extreme. It's one of them was like full red pill. Well, it's like the high levels of red pill and purple pill. Where one of them, he had the kids and a missus and that, but he'd always go around and just be a womanizer and work, put on a suit, and then just tune girls. Like, dude, this guy would like not even worry about his kids. Yeah. No stress. Still smokes cigarettes. Still has blonde hair. 80 years old. Probably older than that. Maybe 86.
Yeah,
but he just no stress. Tuning girls, man.
Yeah.
Red pill lifestyle.
It's almost like
the other one was family orientated, and he's like the full leader. That
purple pill. So like mastering purple pill, sort of thing.
Yeah, but back then, it's crazy.
Pull back. So I want to ask. So was your red pilled granddad? Was he just detached from all sort of emotional sort of relationship, like any emotional feeling he got? He probably just can detach from it.
Yeah, like I remember seeing him when I was like 8 years old, maybe. And then he like saw us. And I'm like, oh, grandpa. And then he just ghosted us. He went to the toilet and just hid there for ages.
It's crazy.
I was like, he's dogging the boys.
I think that's the
no attachment.
I think that's the importance though. Like you have respect for both of them, but it's a different level of respect.
Like one's like elite purple pill and one's elite red pill.
But like
as family, you go for the purple pill, who's like the ultra alpha, because that guided us. Yeah. Without that, the kids would have no hope.
It's like it's almost like this is how I see it. If I was in your shoes, I'd feel like this is what I would feel. I can't speak because I'm not in your position, but you see the red pilled granddad and you're like, that seems cool. I want to be like that. But then you think about it and you go, okay, what's realistic and what do I actually want to end up being known for at the end of the day? Because you're going to be revered and respected by everyone if you're the purple pill.
Yeah,
because you have your principles and your morals and you stand by them. But then the other sort of, the other grandfather is like doesn't really have anything to stand by and just does his own thing. He's like the lone wolf.
Yeah.
So
full lone wolf.
Yeah. So which one do you want to be?
I don't know. I mean, you can be a red pill on the red pill journey, but it might lead you to loneliness.
Yeah.
Like you'd be chasing, but no one's really going to take you seriously if you're like the ultimate purple pill lad who's the ultra, like the head of the family and just leading everyone else.
Yeah, and that's what I think
builds a kingdom behind them.
I think that's what all men need to be, and that's why we preach purple pill. So anyone that watches, we purple pill, because, and I don't even want to keep calling them purple pills. I just want to be or red pill or black pill or MGTOW. It's just being a man. Let's get back to like one. We should all be working together to maintain relationships, maintain families, and raise children that are strong and
they get free-minded.
Yeah. So
they can use their brain. A lot of people these days, they're too in the agendas, but they can't even think.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to go to red pill and talk about political stuff.
Yeah.
But just in general, it's like, how the hell's like the fat, I was going to say fat phobia movement, but what is it? Fat acceptance movement.
Yeah.
The right direction.
Yeah.
Realistically.
It's not. It's how can people that are overweight expect to be accepted when they just think it's easy? Like they want to take the easy route.
Yeah,
they want to be accepted for.
They want to be respected as much as respected more than a fit guy. Like if you're fit, you can be fit shamed now if you're like shredded.
Yeah,
but it's so easy to be fat And these people act like, oh, well, they should be getting claps because they took off their t-shirt and they got rolls and they're not ashamed to show it. It's like, why would you be happy to show it? You haven't put any work in. It's easy to get fat. Anyone can get fat. Look at everyone on holidays. They put on 10 kilos.
We're not saying, I don't understand how people can just be rewarded for not doing any work. No work, just no effort in life.
That's where we're at. That's the participation trophies, bro.
It's like saying I'm going to start up a business and I expect in 2 months' time that my business is going to be $1 billion, worth $1 billion, valued at $1 billion. It's like, it's not. You're going to have to work 5 years or more, or 3 years or more to get to that point. And even if you're lucky, you probably won't even get to that point.
Yeah, you could even say it's like someone winning inheritance and acting like they earn the money, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I got $2 million. Like, yeah, but that was given to you. Now I'm rich.
No, because you know why? The people that are struggling in this mindset where they can't get out and they're all they can think about is they can't follow the process to get to where they want to be. So then they cry out for help. And then instead of the people that want to help them, instead of the people helping them by saying, this is what you can do to get there, we'll say, it's okay who you are. It doesn't matter if you even lose 10 kilos. Just we'll accept you for who you are. And we still accept all human beings, whether they're fat or not. If you're obese, we still accept you. Yeah. But it's a part of the society, like the hierarchy of society. Someone that is overweight and doesn't look after themselves is not going to be revered as much as someone that does look after themselves. It's just a natural. Yeah. It's not going to ever change. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. No matter how much you shame someone that's fit.
But at the end of the day, it's not about shaming them to the point where it's pretty much body positivity hinders help. Because if you want to reach out and say, oh, I can help you lose 10 kilos, then now you're a hater. Now you're on hate speech and fat phobic, where it's like, really, I'm actually trying to help you get healthier. Yeah. And I want to actually aid you and assist you to bettering your life. But now I don't want to do that because now it's like I'm going to hurt you. Realistically, now I can't help you because I don't want to seem like I'm hurting you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the one thing that I hate when people say is that, but skinny people can be unhealthy too. And it's the biggest, it's the worst.
They're talking to Americans who are the obesity problem, Australians, obesity problem. It's like, come on, bro.
But it's England. No, but they're basically saying that skinny people are going to get sick just as much as obese people. And that's totally wrong. If you put a percentage up of like overweight people versus skinny people, who's
who dies more?
Who dies more?
Mortality rate,
No, but due to those same conditions, we're not talking about cancer and all that sort of stuff. We're just talking about being overweight and those issues related with that, and then being underweight, and then dying from those issues, the same issues. So which one is worse?
Obesity, bro.
Exactly. And I don't know. Another thing that I always talk about is all these online takeaway stores and all these stores, like, the health boxes.
Yeah. I was thinking about this.
What are you thinking about?
I was thinking, how does an anorexic, how does someone with anorexia or eating disorder that goes skinny die? Like a starvation?
Yeah, malnutrition.
And then it's like, I was fucked up. I don't even want to talk about it. Because I was thinking the Africans that die of starvation, but then you know how their stomachs blow up and they look fat.
Bulimia.
But
malnutrition.
Yeah, malnutrition, bro. But that's
that's the important. We can't accept. That's what I'm getting to with the point of the health boxes that they send out. So people are giving these cheaper boxes and helping people with recipes to cook, to speed up the process and to save time for cooking. But really, it's not addressing the point about vitamins and minerals, because people just eat food, right? They don't really know what they're getting. And then you have all these deficiencies in nutrients and trace elements, and people get sick. You need consistent diets that follow. Like, people can't just go from one day eating bread to the next day eating bread and veggies to the next day eating meat and then bread. Yeah, it's not a consistent diet. So, with all these fitness boxes, they should really be addressing boxes that are nutritionally acceptable for all humans. Yeah. Everyone's different, but you should go by the recommended guidelines for each country. Go, this is what a box should be. But people don't do it. We can't accept anorexia either. We need to prevent causing it. Yeah, of course. That's anorexia is. We're not trying to say that.
Anorexia is just rare.
We disregard anorexia, but we just think we should just focus on overweight people or obesity.
No, but that's the tool they use. They use anorexia as a tool so they can accept. Like the fat acceptance movement.
Yep.
Because like they're like, oh yeah, because it's good that she's thinner because she'll be anorexic, instead of saying, oh no, instead of being this, she could be shredded. Or not even shredded, just average size.
Yeah, exactly.
Healthy. But yeah, fat shaming can be just as bad. But that's like some people these days, it's like the effect of they go too opposite to fat acceptance, that where they go too far into the shaming, where they're just bagging the girls too much or guys.
Yeah.
And they're shaming them too hard, where it's like you're making them more depressed. The people that are obese are pretty much already depressed, even though they act like they're happy.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone lose a lot of weight and then say they were happier when they were overweight.
That's my main point. They're looking to improve, right? But then when someone tells them that they're okay as it is, then they really just go back into their sort of rut, and then there's no way of them ever improving.
Yeah. So you can't really shame them too hard because these people are already sad people. So just making it worse isn't going to help. But the reaching out and saying, oh, I'd like to help you, that's not shaming. That's just saying you're pretty much trying to help them.
Yeah.
But now it's almost considered shaming.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, oh, what do you mean? You're saying I'm overweight? It's like, no, I'm saying I could help you make a diet plan. And then they're like, you're saying I'm fat. And then it's like this awkward tension. The vegan cult. I don't know about the vegan cult, bro. I mean, maybe vegans are.
But I've been eating less meat. I eat less meat. That's what I do.
The real question is, what would you rather be?
What?
A predator or something that eats like grass and that?
I'd rather be.
Shout outs to the people answering at home.
Yeah.
Would you rather be like a deer?
Yeah.
Or a lion or whatever?
Yeah.
Or whatever chases.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Would you rather be?
Like a herbivore or a carnivore?
Yeah.
Which one would you rather be?
Yeah. Answer at home, boys.
I'd rather be a carnivore.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Strong.
Now, purely because, I think it's survival of the fittest. We just need to check ourselves to not make the same mistakes from the past.
True that.
I mean,
answer my question, bro.
I mean, if you, I think that I would naturally go for a carnivore because you're gonna get killed. It's either the survival of the fittest if we're going back then.
Yeah, but you still survive though, for ages.
How would you? What do you? Yeah, but you're the one running from the predator.
Yeah, I know, but it's like this, yeah. This is what I was thinking of.
Okay, you go.
This is what I was thinking about. This is my perspective.
All right, go.
Because, dude, if you're like a herbivore, yeah?
Yeah.
It's really easy to find food.
Yes.
So you're not going to starve.
True.
But if you're a carnivore, you always have to chase and be on your game.
Yeah.
If you're old, you're kind of weak. I mean, then you have to run away from it. But if you can find a place without people, I mean, it's just, I reckon just finding food is decent. Dude, easy to find food. I didn't think about it from that perspective. You always think about it from like a wolf perspective, like, yeah, I'd rather be a carnivore.
Yeah.
But the herbivore has it easy where they're just chilling, eating
But is
grass.
having it easier like mean that you aren't as sharp?
No, you're probably still sharp because you're going to get chased in that.
Yeah. but no, that's a really good point that you raised.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
I don't know, dude. I think.
I mean, you would want to be a carnivore because you seem like a beta if you're not. But dude, easy meals, bro. Easy meals. Like monkeys, bro. They just climb trees, eat fruit. Bats.
Omnivore.
Oh, he's going for the double whammy, bro. he's got us covered. But he just wants to be human. Is there any? Oh no! Wait, what animals are omnivores? Chimpanzees, maybe.
But is it? But I actually agree with you. I don't think I'd change. I think that naturally I'd still want to be a carnivore. But I'll probably be. Do you know what? I want to be. I don't know if panthers are. I think panthers are carnivores.
But don't they eat like
what
leaves?
I don't know what panthers eat. I'd want to be a
bamboo stalks. Who are they? Koalas, man.
I don't know. We need to look more into it. We need to get out.
Study our animals at home.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I'd rather be a carnivore. Definitely
tough, bro. Tough.
Omnivorous.
Sitting next to a dangerous man right here. He'll eat you.
Anyway, keep going. Keep preaching.
All right, what are we talking about again? Q&A time.
Q&A.
What do you guys got? Because we were thinking about topics going ahead. We wouldn't mind some topic ideas to cover. Yeah, we're gonna go for the news feed.
No,
pick up the like kind of celebrity news, like the Tiger one. Then just the random Red Pill style ones.
Yeah,
and then also stuff to do on the live stream.
And to provide a little bit of background, like the channel's still in its premature days, so we're still growing. And as we grow, we want to surround our channel. We want to build our channel based around our subscribers, not based around like we don't want to make content that's just fake, and
Yeah,
it could be entertaining, but it's not really going to keep you guys interested and I don't know, your attention is not going to be high. So we want you guys to be involved so we can actually make content that's valuable.
Just get amongst it. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, and then we just but it needs to be. We need to be giving them the why and a bit of inspiration.
Yeah, a bit of motivation. Hell yeah.
Bit of charisma. This is where we look at the screen for like maybe 10 minutes straight, just straight.
Just get keen. I am thinking.
Look at this. He's the only one.
This live stream is all just
Hey, Mr. Iwan, can I just say something?
Shout out to Mr. Iwan.
I just want to let you know, bro, because this is what's going to happen. The channel's going to grow. You'll probably get on here and you'll probably be sitting in the middle here and we're having an interview as our first one of our first subscribers. And, you know, we'll be thinking back to the days where we spoke about who we were, omnivorous, carnivorous, or a herbivorous. And you know, we're going to all laugh.
Yeah, we'll keep going.
So let's keep speaking about Red Pill. So being cold was a good start to the potty. But
yeah, being obviously true. You said true. Thank you.
Anyway, let's keep going. So
back in on, bro.
So what if
it's not lose steam right here?
You're losing steam.
No, so let's not lose steam.
No. So purple pill relationships. We've spoken about being cold. That was something that I struggled with. I feel like we've gained some clarity in this potty. Hopefully, we've broken down a lot of ways in which to deal with it, or our perspectives and Mr. Iwan's perspectives.
Well, Mr. Iwan, shout out to him.
Yeah. So thanks for helping us get to a sort of a head, or an end perspective. But now I'm leaning towards light.
Feeling, bro?
I will do portraits for you.
Oh, sick.
So now I'm heading towards more like lying, because I feel like
lying to other people, or lying to yourself.
Yeah, so
both are important. We should probably break down both of them.
I really want to do this because this has been going through my fucking head for like probably
2 weeks.
Nah, more, dude. This has been going through for like a while.
Yeah,
like I think it's something that I've always been thinking about, because we made a video on lying to yourself and why it's important not to lie to yourself as a man. Like the number one thing that you shouldn't do is not lie to yourself. And that's something that I've started to realize that what the fuck what I'm trying to say is, don't lie to yourself, but when you're lied to, how to react to it when you're lied to. Do you overreact and do you say like, this is something I stand by?
What are you talking about? Like if a girl lies to you, or I've pill lie to you?
Yeah, both. Just fucking
people lie to you in general.
If people lie to you, how do you react to it? How are you supposed to react to it?
Well, it depends what level of lie. I mean, they could lie as in like talking about something they done.
Yeah.
Like they could be just talking shit. Like, yeah, I hooked up with like 4 girls that night, banged them.
Yeah.
And that's like, it doesn't really affect you because it's just them talking shit and lying.
Yeah.
But if they're talking about something like, oh, it's huge in the
yeah.
So we're talking about like if they like schedule something with you,
yeah,
or if they lie to you about something that they haven't discussed with you before, or whatever. Like they lie about.
Well, I think a lie is withholding information. When you ask them, what did you do, or why did you do, like, where'd you go? And they say, I went here, but they actually went somewhere else. Like that's a lie. Or they went
big
somewhere.
Red flag, bro.
Yeah.
Because if they can't be honest, then they're untrustworthy.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're not trustworthy, then why are they around you?
Exactly.
You got to keep your circle small, because people around, and then a lot of people in your circle aren't really going to help you.
Yeah.
But unless you keep it really small, but realistically, you want to keep it as small as like what within your friend group, like 2 or 3 people, maybe. Maybe 1 to 3, maybe.
So what happens if
not even really 1 to 2?
So what happens if they pretend to, like, what happens if they lead you down a path just to see your reaction? So they say, oh, like, I did this, or I used to be this, and then you say, well, you lied to me. You said you didn't do that, or you didn't do this, and then now they say that they have done it. Then how are you supposed to act? Are you supposed to react like and stand strong by your morals and say that's not right, that you shouldn't do that, and then sort of hold yourself higher than that and then walk out? Or are you supposed to then be a man and say, okay, you've disrespected me, but then talk through it?
Yeah, let's talk through it probably.
Okay.
I just let them know, because like,
okay.
Tolerate that.
Yeah, and
like I don't know, it's like, because you want to be around real people. You don't want to be around people that are deceitful, because you can't trust them. Because obviously, dude, they say they're leading on like they're one type of person, and then they're really using this mask.
Yeah.
When they're something else, and then if they're at your house, they can steal half your stuff, bro.
Yeah, true. Or I think if you haven't given them a chance at all to say anything, if you haven't given them a chance to say anything, and you've just overreacted, yeah, pathological liar. Yeah. If what happens if you've just overreacted to the point where she hasn't even had a chance to speak?
Yeah.
And she hasn't really lied, and you've just overreacted.
Yeah, you got to give them a chance to speak their piece, bro.
Yeah.
The truth will set them free.
Because sometimes when you overreact and you start speaking, then they don't actually get a chance to even tell you anything. And then you say all these words that put you into a corner. And then you look like an idiot when you've said all these things, and then you can't take back those things. And then she actually gives you more information. But they should just be truthful from the start. So
yeah, it's like a shit test as well. Yeah. They're testing your value with their lies.
Yeah.
So if it could be like a minor lie.
Yeah.
To test how far they can get away with like bigger lies down the track.
Yeah.
It could be cheating.
Yeah.
Or it could be stealing.
Yeah.
Something off you. Yeah. People in general, not just girls.
Yeah. So do you think if they lie about like small things, like they used, if they did something, and then if they said they didn't do something, and then they like later on they say they do it, or you find out that they do it, but they actually didn't do it, they're just pretending to do it. So they're pretending to. So they did. Okay. So just say they. No, well, you take fucking too long to actually. You take too long to actually understand what I'm actually saying. So if they say they're going to drink, if they say they drank in the past, and then they did, and then now they say they said they don't drink, and then now they say they do drink, but they actually never drank, but they're saying it just to see how you react.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It just sounds like
That's a lie. That's a lie, bro.
Yeah, not a lie.
So why?
She's testing you.
Yeah, why?
See how you react.
But should you stand by your values about not lying, or is it like
talk it out?
Because she didn't lie at the start. She actually was telling the truth, but then she's retracting it to see how you react, to see if you act like a beta or an alpha.
Then how do you react to her lying about the lie?
Yeah.
Well, you could say like it's a joke, but you could say you don't tolerate that type of thing. Well, just like, I mean, if it's a banter,
do you think
how close you hold it?
Do you think that's manipulative of them, or do you think that's just like it's okay? It's not because she didn't lie at the start. She's just like testing.
It's manipulative though.
Yeah,
it's manipulating your emotions, bro. It's like, have you seen Friday with the guys like you're playing my emotions?
Yeah.
But dude, that was like Scary Movie 3 when the guy's like, "How can you wake up dead?" Like, it's crazy. Gibbs lost the plot, bro.
How would you How would you help your girlfriend overcome it?
Overcome lying. Oof.
And you know what? That's a great self-improvement perspective to come from.
Can you do that? Can you change a person that's that far deep? Because
I think you
people
can.
That hold that, because a lot of people they'll grow up a certain way and then they'll hold on to those things from a young age.
Yeah.
Because they might have been lying about whatever when they were younger.
Yeah.
And got away with it, or maybe they're trying to help themselves, or obviously trying to protect themselves.
Yeah.
So then they've grown up like that, and it was like a defense mechanism. And then when they're older, it's hard to change their ways.
I think you've hit the nail on the head with what Mr. Right One's asking, is that so there has to be some sort of reconditioning done to help them get out of that rut or that way.
Yeah.
And I think it can be done. It can definitely be done. It just, I think you standing your ground though, and saying that this is not how it works. We don't do that here.
Yeah.
It's
like when a child lies and then you say, "Oh, just tell me the truth."
Yeah.
Because I'll be more angry if you lie.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
But then sometimes that can actually but then you say that sometimes they'll actually be even more scared because you're going to be more angry if they lie. So then if they've lied, they're not going to like say anything.
Yeah.
Because I've been like that. I've experienced that. Like, that's what my dad always used to say is like, I'm going to be more angry if you lie than if you tell me the truth. And sometimes I wouldn't tell them the truth because when we're younger, because I know that he's going to be angry. So you wouldn't say it. True. So because the kid's always thinking about how they can get away with something, how they can get into the least amount of trouble. But anyway, so what you do is, Mr. Right One, I believe, is that you would stand your ground straight away and say, I don't appreciate lying, but and I don't know why you lied, but I think going forward, I want to be someone that you can, you don't need to lie to. I know it might sound a little bit beta to some, but I think that's the best way you should do it, by being open about it.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll listen though.
Mate, I don't know.
It's hard, bro. It depends how much she lies as well. Like, dude, if a girl lies too much, or the degree of like it's becoming a hindrance on the relationship and hurting you, give it the flick, bro.
Yeah,
flick.
Yeah,
I couldn't get in the screen, and I was like, yeah.
No, true. I would give them the flick as well. If I found out that they,
I don't know, crazy lies, like, you know, they're all like,
are you talking
like full steal and shit, or like they're cheating or whatever?
Yeah, like,
the flick.
Bro. Oh no. There should be principles and morals you stand by. If they cheat on you, gone. I don't care what it is. I don't care how long you've been together.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you got to leave.
They've gone against everything that you. True, wrong lie is done deal. Yeah. So if they lie about that cheating, if it's something about like they went on a girls' weekend, they didn't really go on a girls' weekend, but they went somewhere else. But it wasn't any. But it wasn't. But it wasn't.
Dude, that'd be red flag and a half, bro.
Yeah, but what happens if it wasn't? Okay, remember that story that we read where the girl said she was going on a girls' weekend,
and then the snake.
Yeah, the snake. Yeah. The story. What was it?
She didn't say. She said she went to
Explain it properly.
This guy was flipping it, bro, because he picked an engagement ring for his future missus, girlfriend, wife. Yeah. Anyway, he was hanging out with the best friend of the girl, so she could help him pick out the gift or whatever and look at it and stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, his girlfriend went to the mall and she said that she was hanging out with that friend that he was with.
Yeah.
So it was impossible that she was hanging out with her.
Yeah.
So then me, Gib, everyone on Reddit.
Yeah.
Thought she was cheating and obviously just hanging out with some guy.
Definitely.
But it turned out she was buying a snake. So secret gift for him.
Yeah.
But so, dude, that on the Red Pill Manosphere would have been like, would have been going crazy.
That's the point. That there's a lie that turns out to be beneficial.
Yeah, it's like a surprise party.
Yeah, exactly. But so that's okay. Yeah. But if they're lying and they're cheating, done deal. See you later.
Yeah, done deal, bro.
Piss off.
Laters. You get the fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Anyway.
Anyways.
Are we done?
No, bro.
We're not done.
We just got a fourth viewer, bro.
Fourth viewer. On and off. I think he wants to click. He likes clicking on and off to show that he's
only
he's half committed.
He's not full king.
We haven't got him attached, bro.
But yes, that's 1 hour.
So anyway, yeah, but truthful, always remaining truthful to yourself, truthful to everyone. I mean, we understand in this world, not everyone's truthful.
Well, if you lie, it means you're scared anyway. Like if we're going from lying from the perspective of yourself,
yeah,
it means you're scared of the outcome, scared of what people think.
Do you know what? I used to lie to myself about. I used to say I'm committed to this. I'm committed to playing football. I'm committed to going to the gym. And then when I get to the gym, like I'd half-ass. And I'd say, yeah, I do love being at the gym, but I was lying to myself. I didn't really want to be there, and I was there for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for myself. I was there for other people. So I was lying to myself. So it's the day that I accepted that it's all about self-improvement and it's all about me, and I've got to be there because I want to be there.
Yeah.
And I got over that's barrier.
Yeah.
Then I started to see improvement in myself.
That's it, bro. I mean, they do say the truth will set you free, even if you have done bad things.
Yeah.
And you own up to that truth.
Yeah.
It's like you finally get the weight off your shoulders.
Yeah.
Because you carry that shame with you.
Yeah.
When you're lying,
Yeah.
Because obviously it wouldn't be shameful if you weren't scared to lie.
But you know what feels the most exhilarating thing that's ever happened is when you go back to the gym or you go back to, I don't know, it's a job or it's a new relationship and you're not lying to yourself. Yeah. It's like all the lies in the past become a positive. I don't know what it is. Like that's just for me. Like it's like everything that you've done, all those lies that you've lied to yourself have made you stronger because now you're not lying to yourself and it's almost there's like a relief.
New man.
You're a new man, 100%. And that's what happens to me. And you feel free when you've got no attachment to anything. It's weird. It's a weird sense. It's a weird feeling that I get. But yeah, I don't know if anyone can relate.
Yeah,
we're losing them. We're losing people. It's like when people cutting out on like the radio when they're the pilot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Right. Makes you sense your woman needs so many things like that, but she life looks better when she goes. Yeah, it's true that you don't have to tell everything, but don't have to tell them the lies, bro. As in the ones that will be shameful.
Yeah.
Amen. All right, pretty much out, bro. But subscribe.
Yeah, let's keep it. We're going to try and keep it short. We came in here with the cold topic, and we just wanted to keep it short. We were hoping to have a few more people in here discussing. Mr. Right One as our main. He's our third.
He's our lead, bro.
He's our
third
lead
eye right now.
So he was here. He was helping us out. hopefully we'll get some more people in here to place some questions in, and we can all self-improve.
Yes, hell yeah. Get keen, boys, and subscribe.
All right, bro. See you. Catches.